Go
And I
on.
got my boy Saul with me. I
Oh,
got
it's good.
Saul Dieguez with me. We on our way
So,
walking to McDonald's on this fine Vegas morning. You understand? Till we go to the gym. Yeah.
okay. You guys
One
are
of the
getting
trainers of the
ready.
year of the dynamic duo. You understand? Yeah.
I love it. I love
Saul
it.
Dieguez.
We
Yeah.
both are burning.
We get to enjoy the walk with y'all. Okay. So
You said
let's
what
get
now?
we get to enjoy the walk with y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So what you think about that face off with Crawford and Canelo?
Oh man, I mean, you see the confidence in Crawford, You see the confidence in Crawford. And I didn't see the worry in Canelo, but I seen the respect in his eyes. And I seen the excitement in the Sheik's eyes. So I think it's I'm excited, man. I'm happy for the fight. I think it's gonna be a great fight. And I feel like, I mean, when we Crawford, you would a level above. So like I say, it's gonna be excitement. Crawford gonna bring the drama, and Canelo gonna be there for it. So I'm super excited about the match.
Were you people do you think that people were surprised that Crawford was taller than Canelo?
Nah, because it's just almost like everybody's always sizing people up all the time. Say, well, he wasn't that big, or he was this, So we already kind of figured that. And that's it. You like you say, Bo said, he's a little wider than Crawford, but he's a smaller guy moving up. His skill set was able to allow him to be able to do that, and our skill set is going to allow us to do the same thing. So I'm looking for a great fight. You know what I mean? I'm looking for a great fight. I don't think it's too far fetched. Like I say, Crawford, he believe in himself, and he ready for the challenge. And you know, uh, what they say, Davis killed Goliath with a slingshot. We gonna drop him with a left hook. Shit.
Tell me, watching Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull, did you guys see any like extra holes that you could be able to pick at?
No, not really. Like us, like Bo said, this guy's tremendous. He does everything, ton of experience. It's it's just what happens on that night. And I think Crawford got the speed, he got the IQ, he has every attribute to counteract anything counter Alvarez has, and man, win the fight. So no, I think Canelo, he's sharp. He throw them wide punches, he punch where you gonna be. I mean, he got good feints. Canelo Alvarez is just an all around fighter, and a good fighter and tremendous fighter, and Crawford gonna be ready. These is two top tier. The guy last week he wasn't top tier. Berlanga he wasn't top tier. The other fella wasn't top tier. This Bud Crawford is top tier and an ultimate boxer and an ultimate fighter. So I mean, man, it's gonna be fireworks on September the 12th.
Tell me, what did you think about that performance with Canelo and William Skull?
Like I say, Skull wasn't there to win the championship. Skull was in there to listen. Anybody that thinking you gonna punch and move and try not to engage to win a fight of a huge magnitude, you ain't gonna work. This ain't the amateurs. This ain't the Olympics. This ain't the point system like that. It's professional boxing, man. And Canelo controlled the pace. He hit the man with the bigger shots, and he won the fight. He was the aggressor. He won the fight. Skull just came to survive. He wasn't there to win. He wasn't there to like I say, to stand and fight with Canelo on some term, and even use his speed or his height advantage to win. And he didn't win. So you ain't gonna be able to do that unless you step up to the plate. You ain't nobody gonna give you nothing out here.
Did he
But
decline what?
Canelo looked good.
Yeah, he
Canelo
looked
looked
good.
the same. He the same. This guy, he lives in the gym. Canelo lives in the gym, and the skill set that he has, the attributes that he have, they second to none. The feint hook, the feint jab, the man, the hook body shot. He know how to roll, slip. Canelo Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez is a badass dude. But like I say, this guy didn't even get him out of first gear. He didn't have to use none of them slipping, rolling, and counter. He had to do that shit. The boy on his bike the whole damn time. Never man don't want to stand and fight. So like Canelo Alvarez look good. Canelo Alvarez look good, and he got a fight in before the big fight, and so he got some exercise in, And I'm looking for the best Canelo Alvarez.
Tell me, were you able to see Inoue fight?
I told you if you watch my show, I said he was gonna put everybody to shame.
Mm,
I said he was gonna put everybody to shame. And but the thing about Inoue, they talking about him getting dropped now. Well, he was extra aggressive. And when you're extra aggressive, you leave yourself open for stuff. Now, the thing about that kid that I realized is when you watch it, they put up one clip, but when you watch the whole clip, that kid anyway was on his ass and punching. He never, when he punches, he don't stop and take a look. He not looking for nothing coming back in a way. Not. That's why both times he get dropped, he's in the middle of punching and he's not even looking out for defense. Now, that kid wasn't bad. Cardenas, he wasn't bad. Now he switched southpaw in a way, in between while Inoue was punching, while Inoue was on the attack. Inoue didn't even see the way he switched on him, and he dropped that loop over the top left hand on him and dropped him. But did you see how Inoue was? Even though he was caught by surprise, he took his time, he took the count, got up and destroyed the boy. So um, that's my assess on Inoue. Like I say, I knew he was gonna make everybody look bad because he bring the drama.
right, right. Do you feel like is that his ceiling? Do you feel like he can go up another weight division?
I don't see why though. I would stay right at 22. Fighters back in the day used to rule their weight class, and I think 22 is a perfect weight class for him. Probably 18 was, but 22 just to make it a stretch to make history. And he's an undisputed champion, and I think he can grow into that 20. What he 31 years old?
Hmm.
You know what? 5'5", 5'6". So he probably about the perfect 122 pounder. And now I think that's where I would stay if I was him. 122. Rule the roost at 22. Don't be looking at Espinoza. I'll be looking my big fighter be looking at my biggest fighter be Nakatani. My biggest fighter be Nakatani, but he seemed like one of them guys too that still got a lot left. We really just getting to know in a way. So uh it seemed like because he's been pumped so hard and he didn't won so much that we damn near ready for him to cash out. But no, I think seeing him with these guys like Cardenas and different things like that is good for boxing. It's good for him. And his biggest fight should be Nakatani. Nakatani is about 5'7", 5'8". I actually had a chance to meet him in the Dominican Republic convention and WBO convention. And like I say, he's a tall kid. And so 118 was perfect and 122 won't be a stretch for him. And I think that's a blockbuster fight. And in a way, just keep doing what he's doing. He's in his own lane. He's doing his own thing, and he's making his way. So he won a boxing vest, and I salute him. And like I say, I think 22 would be a ceiling. That's where I would stay.
You
Ain't
feel like
nobody at 26. It ain't no huge fight at 26. The huge fight is Nakatani. Nakatani is making his way in the. So like I say, ain't no 22 is where he at. And I feel like any of them other guys coming, you know, whether it been Bam or something, they can meet at 18 or something like that. But his fights is in the smaller weight divisions.
Oscar De La Hoya says that Inoue saved Cinco de Mayo week. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, I told you that. I told you. I told you when I did my show. I said it on the
I
show.
heard it.
I said he gonna put everybody to shame. Now he gonna put everybody to shame, and he did because he coming to bring the drama. Even when
Mm.
he got dropped, he didn't get cautious. And another thing too that helps him, he got fast feet, so he can get to your ass. So you really can't run from him in a way, because he got fast feet. He'll chase your ass around and he get to you quick. So shout out to Inoue, man. Shout out to him, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. And at least we got a knockout over the weekend because the other bums, they didn't get no knockouts. Other bums wasn't even
11.
trying for no knockouts. Bums.
De La Hoya says 11 fights, no knockouts. So let's get into